Oh. My clutch plate got a little rusty. And I was going to do a video on the plug's not even tight. I was going to do a video on put the carburetor on it, put some gas to it. Which I got a carburetor right here that somebody gave me, which I'm going to swap out for the one that I was told to get. But I got a nice blue boot. It goes on there and everything else. And I was going to string a tube up and I was going to put some gas on there and I was going to hand crank this thing. I really was. Got the chain on it. I said once I get the chain on it and I got everything lined up, I use a laser liner to line it up. Okay. So that's it right there. I'm going to screw this in now. Like I said, this was hand tight. And I was going to hand crank it. I want to see if it would fire. I'll be using the BBR Fate Stage 2, Stage 3, whatever. The one that I tried out here a while back. It does have spark at lower RPMs. This is the only reason I'm going to do it. Okay, so now we got the plug in. Now that noise you're hearing is the compression release. Now I'm just going to screw this in here just a little bit because the threads, from what I mapped out on them, they're 1/8" NPT, so that's going to go in there a little bit. I ain't hand cranking this one, guys, and I'm gonna have to use the compression release. I'm gonna have to put a valve there, a petcock and what have you, which I planned on doing it anyhow, to even get this thing to run. It has got compression, big time. So what I've been doing is, and kind of show you all how this is going to go. I got to weld all this up and I got to weld some brackets, but this is going to go right here and this is going to go right into there. So that's all set. Then the box itself that goes with it's got the key and all that in it. It's going to go up under the tank. Now, I still got to weld this up, clean this up. I got to get the disc on that, put the bracket for that, and for the front, the clutch does work good, but this thing has got stupid compression. And real stupid compression. I knew it was going to have compression. I didn't know it was going to have that much compression. So the video that you're seeing right now is me tacking this up. Yeah, that's ridiculous. So I had to work 12 hours a day, 6 days last week. That's the reason I didn't get anything done too much. But as soon as I get this, get that done, and then it's going to be a grind day. I'm gonna grind all the welds and stuff. I got the chain lined up good. Everything's good on it. I covered everything up so it didn't get, when I tacked everything up, it didn't get spark going. This is the carburetor somebody gave me. This is a PWK 21 millimeter. I'm going to try this, and he had a couple of jets with it, and I really don't know anything about it. I'm gonna try this one first. The intake on it is, I had tape on this, and I turned it over and almost sucked the tape in. So we got that. So I'm gonna go piston for it. I don't like reap valves. The reap valve on the Orange Crush bike, I'm fixing to buy, well actually I got it coming, a 49 millimeter steel sleeve cylinder and piston. And what I'm gonna do, or let me go ahead and rephrase this, what I'm gonna try to do is, this is a speed carburetor. And they're notorious for leaking because these cuts in them go all the way down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it completely apart. I'm gonna line this up, and then I'm gonna weld all this up to make this one unit. I'm gonna clean this all up and everything. And that's what I'm gonna be doing in a future video, because I wanna get my Orange Crush bike running good. I was running it the other day and it seemed like it lost some power, and I'm pretty sure a reed or something messed up on it. But that's what I'm gonna do with this. And then I'm gonna cut a nice bevel here, like a velocity stack or whatever. Hopefully this doesn't warp, but if it does, I will clean it up and take care of that. So that's it, guys. I have been so darn busy at work, it's not even funny, but I finally got this wheel on there. This will be cut off, and as far as the chain goes on this, when I put the freewheel on this, I'm gonna do something like on the Orange Crush bike, which this chain will not get slack, because I get this one set right. The heck with all those chain tensions and everything. If you were to just do that, then you wouldn't have to worry about any of this chain, because this chain here will always be good. So we got to get the tank. I got to get all this welded up, get all this cleaned up, get it all primed in bonding primer, and then I will start doing the color, what have you. And I know this is taking, but the cool thing is this, all the wires to this is, this hole up under here comes out for the carburetor. The wires will also be coming out right here, right to the box, so you won't see any of that. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, I wish I had more to show y'all, and I'd like to put a video out every week, but last week they just pummeled me big time. This baby here has got some stupid compression. So I'm gonna have to do a valve petcock thing to get it fired up, and then after it's fired up, twist that thing off. Because this is 110 cc reality, 110 cc, and yeah. And this is a 32-2 sprocket, so we ought to be able to get a good run out of it. We'll see. I gotta clean the orange the paint off in here. But these bearings and stuff in here are really robust. Other than that, guys, and this is the BVR box. It'll be mounted up under here, and all the wires will be right into that where you won't see it. Actually, it'll be right here or something like that. But anyway, there's a lot of thought process that goes into something like this that you kind of want, I don't know, hide all your wires, hide all your cables, have a nice looking bike, and have something that's going to run stupid ass fast. And that's what we're talking about, okay? And We're not necessarily wanting to go fast. We want a good cruiser. We want good power. And we want it to get us into trouble and get us out of trouble. Now, this is not your average, ordinary build or something that you would just go out and buy all the parts and throw on it. There was a lot of work that went into this thing. That's going into it, actually. It's not going to have any fancy suspension in the front end. It's all going to be rigid. So whoever rides it or whatever, they get the feel of the road and feel of exactly what's going on. And that's important. So that's it, guys. Like I said, I'm in the shop by myself. Hit like and subscribe. I love that. I thank you all who have subscribed for subscribing. And but leave me a comment. That's the main thing. Like I said, the clutch cable is going to come out here, out of this hole. Out of this hole here is where the wires are going to come up right here from the mag, and most of the wires and cables and everything will be hidden. It'll be and it's going to look really good. Like I say, I got to clean all this up. This nasty weld right here from that MIG when it was running out of wire. Then the other weld over here looks pretty good. So, but all of it's going to be cleaned up, and I'm getting there. But they just killed me last week. So, and this part of it. The compression release is where you're hearing that noise from. Nope, I don't have a spark plug in it. And literally, you really have no idea what I'm saying whenever I say this thing is like ridiculous. Because the spark plug was hand tight. If I could get it back in there. So the compression release is something we will be using. So you can hear it, and it's actually blowing out, but I'm gonna have a piece of tubing that's gonna come out around here or whatever. As far as the pipe goes, I'm not sure yet. The twin pipes, really, because of this big wide exhaust, I could come out with twin bananas down here, and I'm still thinking about that, or building a really mapped out custom expansion chamber. Do I think I need the power? Probably not. And like I said, whenever we put this in there, just loosely, and the spark plug's not tight, and that's, like I said, just in there a little bit. But we're going to have the compression release. There's no doubt about that. Woo! That's going to be sick. It's going to be nasty. So, and like I said, this thing will be primed down real heavy, and then painted, and then clear coated. Yeah, that's like the normal bite right there, almost. Not quite, but close. So, all right, guys. Yeah, yeehaw. So it's getting there. What I did here was I tapped that to a set screw and then locked it in so it wouldn't move. I didn't like the cheapy screw, and that's a hard metal right there. So this is what I got done so far. Y'all have a good day.